They generally make the time traditionally water past the rain.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Things get like that.
The market's fully placed, isn't it?
Well done, Tim.
It's a big issue for her. So she sends watches. Oh my God. So they're big issues. And I'm sure you use mobile phones for time a lot. They don't understand you're not allowed mobile phone in the exam centre. So it was a great market to go into because the house exams now, they're beginning to buy them before they're not allowed to have their phone.
Also, for projects, we also our newsletters. So you can stick on the projects.
That's a memory stick. Oh, gee. God, that's smart, isn't it?
For a lot of the projects in the senior cycle now, they have a computer component in it. So DCG, for example.
So you buy these in and sell them at a profit?
Yes.
Yeah. Healthy profit.
I'm sorry, just 7 for 40 degrees. Yeah.
People just want to someone wear one.
See, that's it. It's not in, yeah. And you see, in a state exam, you can't have a mobile phone, so they're lost for time management and that sort of stuff. So this came in at a brilliant time.
Yeah, I don't know where it's like. They all have manuals and stuff.
Yeah, I know that very well.
Yeah.
But actually, sometimes how much you want something else, you'll check one word. Just sometimes it's syllable. They're behind a door.
Yeah.
Really simple, I think.
Oh yeah, I know what you meant. Good to see you.
These young ladies, you'd be very proud of. Girls in technology. First of all, we have this is selling manure for logs for herding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who got the idea for that? Because you go, how did you ever?
Can't do that, don't they?
Yeah, one of the members, he's in the orchestra, so he's not here to speak to. But he has patience then and also we try to check our things and just work people as well. They got a lot of coverage now, papers and all sorts. So and then these ladies snuck up from behind and won an actual category. They won, yeah, for girls and technology. Now, girls, do you want to talk about
Tell me what your project is now.
Well, we made a device that makes the insertion and removal of plugs from sockets easier for arthritic and natural people.
How does it work then?
Well, we don't have the devices, here we have the device on your space, you just a handle and you just bring it up and tighten it. The handle like so it makes the plug just work for different types of sockets. And it's simply pushed in, there's no more, there's
There's no mechanics really as such, or simple mechanics rather.
yeah, it's just simple.
very, very important?
It's only when you see it, it's only when you see where the bends down, and you realise as simple as things.
Now, President, we move.
Good morning, sorry, I'm frozen. Good morning.
We're delighted to have the honour. You're heading to the senior to address the senior students then.
Out the line. Fair Queen Fáilte Rose in you, with Manskull FCJ Bunclody. Is more an unordering, the Yakvan show, August Sulligam, Winnington Talov, also on board show. It gives me great pleasure, President McAleese, to welcome you and your husband Martin to FCJ Bunclody here today. We are honoured that you should join us at this special time, as it marks the celebration of the arrival of the FCJ sisters to Bunclody 150 years ago this year. It is recorded that 100 years ago, when the Order celebrated its Golden Jubilee, 50 years in education in Bunclody, the prayer for the Order at that time was, and I quote, that the vast amount of good achieved in the half-century that is gone may be but a sure and certain promise of richer and more widespread good to be accomplished in the years to come. And in the words of our motto, Le Gigris is Le Gilshot, it has certainly been accomplished and we celebrate today. A natural progression on that journey too has seen our school join the Kayla family, And when you spoke, President, at the inaugural Lekela conference last February, you reminded us that Lekela is not built on any greenfield site. It is built on timeless values and on legendary selflessness, on hallowed ancient ground. Today, we in FCJ thank you, President Macalis, for walking that ground with us here in Bunclody. And I now invite you, President, to address us.
Hirlach Shuracha, Ferran the Sculla, agus Dalthin the Sculla. Comes the Tasha Imagine? Go on. Tasha, wad, Nis far Nagamad. Tasha Varaz, Tasha Kahinka, Anawai, Tasha. Tame Harva Sasta Ben Shaw, agus Gramil Mahaka was up then Falsha, their Queen of Hugshu, Dusa, agus the Mark Hill marching, agus, Is Blaine star ruling Blaine Shaw, is star and skull Shaw. So let me start by congratulating the school on getting to that venerable age of 150. It's an extraordinary thing, isn't it? 150 years the school has been standing in various guises and various forms and shapes as the history of Ireland passed by on the outside. So many different histories have come and gone. 150 years ago, well, Ireland was a very different place. A month ago, Ireland was a very different place. If you just close the doors, the world goes on outside. All sorts of things happen. But in this school for 150 years, first of all the girls, and then in more recent years the boys and girls who have been the students of the school, the young men and women, they've been prepared for life, and they've been prepared for a life to be lived no matter what is going on outside, no matter what its pressures on them, no matter what it demands of them. This place is helping to prepare you for life itself. And all that school is and all that school has ever been, whether it's 150 years ago or whether it's today, is an opportunity for you, the students. That's all it is. It's just an opportunity for you. It's like a whole lot of opportunities. I have one of these desk calendars with pithy comments at the bottom of it, kind of witty sayings that you wish you'd said yourself. But one of them is that if you get the opportunity of a lifetime, make sure you use it in the lifetime of the opportunity. And it's very, very true of school. School is, over the years of school, from you start school at 5 to you leave at whatever age you leave at, 17, 18, 19, it's just an opportunity. And it's one of those kind of opportunities that if you take it, it can make such an immense, huge difference in your life. Taking it really means taking it every day, every single day, giving it the 100%. And then the school gives 100% to you. The teachers give 100%. The staff of the school give 100%, the mums, the dads who are on committees, the board of management of the school, the great partnership of the community that gathers around it. If everybody gives their 100%, I'm not the world's greatest mathematician, but I figure out the deal's a very good one. It's a really, really good deal. Over the years of this school, I'm just very conscious of the fact that for the vast majority of years that this school existed, for well over 100, the first centenary, the first century of its existence, there was no such thing as free second-level education in our country. And for most people, for the vast majority of people, education was an opportunity that existed for someone else, not for them. It existed for those who had money. It existed for those who could afford it, whose family could afford it, which for the vast bulk of our people meant, well, it was for someone else. And I know from talking, I'm sure many of you, if you've talked to your grandparents, you too would find that. I only have to talk to my parents. My parents are in their 80s. Both of them left school at 14. would love to have stayed on at school, would love to have had careers, would love to have had choices. Those choices did not exist in their time. And that's only one generation beyond me. And so for them, as my mother often says about education, for her, the chance to stay on at school, had she been told at 14 that she was going to get the chance to stay on at school, complete her education, get certification, maybe have the chance for a career, she would have regarded that like people regard today winning the lottery. And we all fantasise, don't we, about winning the lottery. Everybody fantasises a little bit about winning the lottery. Because we think of all the changes that it would, would do in make in our lives. What are the chances of us winning the lottery? Come on, mathematicians. They're small, aren't they? They're pretty small. So here's the lottery win that you can get. Here's the lottery win that's available to you every single day. The chance to come in to a school, and if you give your best, someone else who's a teacher in a subject that you may never have been introduced to before you came through the doors of the school, is able to introduce you, first of all, to the subject. Little by little to help you to grow in skill and understanding. Maybe to grow passionate about it, maybe to make a lifetime's career out of it. These are the things, the miracles that happen in a school, because there are almost 800 students in the school, right? Almost 800. And I don't care if you have identical triplets or identical twins here. The truth of the matter is no two of you will go the same life's journey. They won't. Every one, though you wear a common uniform, utterly unique, different mix of skills, character, personality, different levels of wisdom, different levels of strengths, weaknesses, unique mix. And what the school tries to do, and what the staff try to do, and what they've been trying to do for 150 years is to introduce every single one student, every unique student, to what's strong in them, and to help them to cope also with what's weak in them. To be able to integrate the human person, so that you know yourself better, you're confident in yourself, you know what you're good at. You could be a person who mightn't be that great academically, though you try hard, but by the same token, you could be a person with phenomenal interpersonal skills. And we need these kind of people, the people who have the wisdom and the intuition to look around them to see what's going on here. Who's in trouble? Who needs a bit of help? Who needs a bit of support? Who doesn't need to hear a bitter word today? Who needs to be steadied? Who is under pressure at home? A home where there are all sorts of problems. Who's dealing with illness, loss, bereavement, self-doubt, worries? Who's a person that I need to reach out to and be a friend to? Not to take their weakness and exploit it just for the short-term gain of a cheap laugh. But here's someone that I could actually help on their life's journey this day, and in helping them, help them to be stronger and help them to have faith in human nature. And these are the kind of people that we need, people who are good to one another, who invest that goodness in this world. And I know that that has been the essential charism of this school from its inception. That's been it wasn't founded just around bricks and mortar, just as you said about the Lekela Trust wasn't founded in bricks and mortar. The reason this school came into existence was because it had a view of human nature. It had a view that we have a responsibility to help one another. I know in this school you have a medal where the first years are helped by the older students. When I started school in the similar circumstances many years ago, that kind of wisdom wasn't there. And so most of us as first years trundled around the school, terrified, scarified, feeling very odd, very awkward. No one to say, well, this is the way, such and such a place, come on, we'll help you. And I think the ethos of that care and that responsibility, older for younger, wiser for the more scared person, that's really one of the essences of what this school is about. Helping everybody to grow strong, helping everybody to understand that we have a responsibility for the person beside us, but fundamentally we have a responsibility to ourselves. Make ourselves strong, use our strength to be of help, to be a source of goodness. Goodness in our own lives, goodness in the lives of others. And that's what has this school so famous, really. I've been hearing about it for a long time, for a whole lot of other reasons, but mainly on account of the music from the school. Because I inhabit a sphere, a place called Ariston, and one of the people who works with me is Garol Grant's sister. And she's here, Maura's with me today, and